Greetings everyone. In today's video we are going to be learning how to cut and sew a mandarin collar. A mandarin collar often has an opening on the front part like so, and is mostly seen in Chinese dresses and in some pastors' top. So let's get started. So after you have made your dress, you have joined the shoulder and every other part of the dress just to fix the collar. What you have to do is to make sure that you fix the collar all around. You can see how I clip this part out of the parts I piped out. This clip part will be helping me sew the collar all around. So next thing I'll go ahead to do, I'll start measuring from the tip of that clip point, and I'm going to measure all around to the other end of the clip point. Now just make sure that your measurement goes into the already finished part by 0.25 inches. Alright, so what I have as a total when I measure my neckline all around is 15.5. So this is what I'm going to be using to draft out the collar. I've gone ahead to draw my startup lines like so, and I'm going to measure half of whatever I got as the total neck width at the down, and to get a straight line I measured it at the up part, and I'm going to connect this together. You label one part as the front and the other as the back. On the front part, you are going to go up by 0.75 inch, and you are going to connect this to the back side with your curve rule like this. If you do not have a curve rule, kindly make a curve that looks like this. Following the new curve line, you are going to mark out 1 inches like this. This is for your collar height. So after marking it up, you go ahead using your curve rule to connect the marked out points. I'm going to measure the top part of this collar, and I'm going to mark the midpoint, connect it to the down part, and you are going to tighten that point to avoid any gapping on the side. Now on the side of the line, you are going to mark 0.25 on each side, giving you a total of 0.5 inch for the dart. This will be for tightening. On the front part, you mark out ½ inch at the top, and you go to the side line of the front. You also mark out ½ inch. This will be a guide on how to make your front curve of your mandarin collar. Just make sure you blend it perfectly to the down and to the up part like so. Now you have to close this dart, and to do this, first of all, you pinch up one line like so, and you close up the line to meet up with the other line. Then I'll just go ahead to pin this up to keep it down, and I'll take my rule to blend up this point of my collar so that it is not sharp. Just blend it up like this. So I'll go ahead to cut this out following my curve like so all the way. Now when you cut this out, just trim the down a bit, or just blend it so that it is not sharp. This will not shortage anything because this part have been blended and added, and that will replace this blending. So do not forget to take out your startup line at the side, at the back, so that it does not affect your collar width. So I'll go ahead to bring my collar gum. I'm using a light collar gum. I'll place this on fold. When you place your collar on it, make sure that the back of your collar is seated on the closed part of your collar gum like so, and you'll notice that your collar is not straight but a bit curvy like this. So I'll just go ahead to pin this at the top and at the side, and I'm going to cut exactly what I have here on my collar gum. I'll place this on my fabric and I'll iron this out, and this is what I have. On the other part, I iron paper stay. I'll place this on fold, and I'm going to sew this all around, and I'm going to be sewing very close to the collar as I sew all around. We are sewing just the up part, not sew the down part. So here I am done sewing. So next I'll go ahead to cut this out and trim it. Now when you are cutting the down part, you do not have to cut exactly. You're going to be adding 0.5 inches to the collar. This 0.5 is a joining allowance, so you cut it adding a 0.5 inch. So after you are done cutting, you are going to turn this to the right side and iron this up. Now you are going to have 0.5 inch on sewn parts on both ends of your collar. Then you are going to pick one collar part, and you are going to trim one part of the collar to be shorter than the other part. You can see that I have trimmed it, and the both collar ends is not the same. Now the shorter part of the collar, you are going to place it on the wrong side of the dress. You are sewing from the wrong side, and you are placing the shorter part that you trimmed by 0.25 inch. Then you go ahead to start sewing from the tip of the collar, making sure that it covers this tip here. You sew from that very tip and you sew all to the other end. So when I'm done, I'm going to flip this to the right side and top stitch this, making sure that it covers my first stitch, and I'll place it down, fold it in, and I'm going to be top stitching it. Kindly take note that when you are top stitching it, the top part should be neatly finished and cover the tip of this your starting up bias, like so. Then you go ahead to stitch this all around. You can see the finishing, and this is all.